Team 1. Written.
Is everybody ready to play?
Yay.
Okay, so who wants to beat this boss for me?
Riley.
It's time to give the people what they came for.
Fight.
Dude, when you hit that high with that secret level on Let's Babysit Chrissy on Barbie.com, chef's kiss.
Look, the story can be amazing, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna like the game, okay?
And then I told them I come in two fronts. I'm either playing video games comfy cozy in my bed, or I'm getting banned on PC lobbies and having 12-year-olds swear at me.
KO. The Gaming Wolf wins.
How's it going, everybody? I am Riley. Welcome back to the Gaming Wolf, and I am joined by my incredible co-host here, Britton.
Hi, everybody. How's it going?
And we got a great show for you all here today. We're talking all things consoles. You know, we typically talk about the games here on the Gaming Wolf, but we're going to bring it to the land of consoles. And we got a fun show for you guys today. We're going to talk about what we like in consoles, what we think they can do better or worse, and then maybe we get into the realm of tabletop games, talk about boards versus cards, stuff like that. Should be a pretty fun show for you all here today. Britton, what are you feeling?
I'm feeling excited because I get to talk about the stuff we can actually physically touch.
Yeah.
Which is kind of my favorite part a little bit.
It's like really underrated almost.
It really is because, like, sure, you have the games and you can play it on your TV, but then the, like, actual physical things that the games are in, you can touch them, you see them, you're like, I really enjoy playing on that, especially when they're in fun colors and you can, like, decorate them.
Oh, console colors have, like, fallen off so hard.
So
But
much.
the 90s, the early aughts.
The 90s, the early aughts, those clear cases, we should bring those back.
We need to bring them back, like, officially. I know there's, like, companies who make shells and whatnot,
Yeah.
but we need official, like, clear colors for consoles.
Yeah, because I don't know how to do that. You want me to buy a kit online and try to do that myself? I would mess it up somehow.
Some way, somehow. I'm not the handiest person either, so I'm mortified to do any kind of console shell or mod or something like that.
Yes.
But if the company did it for me,
If I could buy it that way, I would spend money on that.
we would spend so much money.
If
too.
I had money,
If I had any, of course.
of course.
And folks, please don't go anywhere because we're going to ruminate on console colors a little more right after this song break.
Dog John,
Wolf Radio and Wolf Sports Network are proud to help reduce the 21% of adults with low literacy skills. We are collecting new and gently used books for every UWG pre-K student monthly. Give today by visiting thewolfuwg.com/bookdrive. That's thewolfuwg.com/bookdrive. Folks, welcome back to the Gaming Wolf. We're so excited to have you all with us today, and once again, we're talking consoles. And one of my favorite things about consoles is just the controller.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, buddy. So, Britton, I'm going to toss this to you real quick. What kind of controller do you like the most? Is there one you prefer, like, substantially?
The one controller that stands out is probably the GameCube controller.
Okay.
It's got a fun shape with the joystick in the middle.
It's such a funny looking controller.
It really is. And the like colors that it comes in are so bright and fun. We're missing that now. Now it's all solid colors, basic colors. But the GameCube just had it.
That Nintendo 64 GameCube era was, like, in my mind, the heyday for cool colors on controllers, colors on the buttons and stuff, because
Yes.
nowadays when you look at a controller, it's typically black buttons. You're lucky to get some colored text on it, but those Nintendo 64 and GameCube buttons were full on red, green, gray, yellow, stuff like that.
Fun colors. And it was multiple colors in one controller.
Oh, it was so nice.
What more can you ask for?
There's not a lot more you can ask for. Plus, just the sounds of those buttons too.
Yes.
They are satisfying controllers.
Yeah, when I button smash, it is its own song in itself.
I actually love that so much. And, like, not to knock modern controllers, because I think there are so many cool things about the current controllers of the day.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It's because, especially with the price increase in newer controllers, it feels like there's less soul to it. I know it's weird to describe, the input machine as having soul or not, but
I don't know. Like, the old controllers were heavy. They were good to hold. Like, you felt like you were holding something worth the money. And controllers now today, love them. Love that they're wireless now. Don't get me
wireless.
wrong. We'll come back to that.
Yep.
But they're just so flimsy. I think I would break them if I went into a rage.
I don't think newer controllers are even that flimsy, honestly. I just think they're dull. It's just kind of a drab.
They're basic.
They're basic. I mean, the technology in them is anything but. I love the tech inside a lot of these controllers. The new DualSense controller for the PlayStation 5 has this cool touchpad on it that games can use. It has cool responsive triggers that get more resistance to them if you're drawing a bow or something. I think that's some really cool immersive technology in these controllers that obviously older ones don't have. I mean, the Nintendo 64 didn't even have rumble in it.
That's
And
true.
so I think there is some trade-off in what you get with controllers now versus then, because games are a lot more complex now and require more complex input. And so I think we abandoned the style for just usability. And I do respect that usability a lot, personally.
It lacks soul. It lacks fun. And that's what video game is.
And that's what makes the Switch controller so fun.
That's true. They have fun colors.
They have fun colors. They have like an IR sensor built into it for basically no reason. Like 3 games use it.
Oh. It's left over from the Wii, isn't it? And the Wii U?
Probably, honestly. I don't know why they thought the Nintendo Switch needed an infrared camera in it, but they put it in there.
They need it. Does the Switch 2 have it in there?
No.
No, okay.
Yeah, it's only the Switch. The Switch 2 controllers maintain so much from the first Switch, except the infrared camera.
But they have the mouse movement instead, which is kind of weird.
I kind of like it, honestly.
Yeah.
There are some games that just work better with a mouse in my mind.
Is that not just using a computer mouse on a PC? What is the benefits between doing it on a Switch 2 versus a PC?
Well, if you don't have well, really the only benefit is that if you don't have a PC, where like if your Nintendo Switch is your only console, I think having mouse controls is convenient for things like simulation games. Because think of The Sims, where you're managing your Sims. That interface is so mouse oriented that
Yes.
having the option to control it with a mouse on the Switch instead of having to buy a whole PC is very nice in my opinion.
But if it's not optional to not have the mouse feature, so does that not drive up the price and make it more inaccessible to people?
That is a good counter argument. Like, genuinely, that is very true. If the mouse stuff wasn't in those controllers, they would be cheaper to produce, and that could bring the price down. It is a trade-off that needs to be studied, and Nintendo notoriously does have these random technologies into their controllers a lot of the time, and it hit with the Wii, obviously, but in a modern gaming landscape, stuff like that is a little riskier. I agree.
That's true. Yes.
It's just strange sometimes because, again, I love the Switch and the Switch 2, but why is there an infrared camera in there? Did it really need to be there? Could you put more storage in it instead or something? That's always the question you ask with some features is like, I got this, but what are we getting instead?
Yeah, like the Wii U controller.
The Wii U. Notoriously a failed console at this point, I would say the Wii U.
I thought it was fun.
It is fun. I think the console is fun. I think the games on it are fun, but I think the controller's terrible. Not in like a comfort way, but there is so much on the Wii U controller that I never ever use.
As someone with very limited experience, what is not to like about it?
I'll start with what I like about the Wii U controller.
Okay.
It's extremely comfortable. It is so big, it just kind of melts in your hands. The grip is really nice. And so I really give the Wii U controller a lot of respect for that. However, it is the definition of packed with useless things in it. It's got a camera on it, like a phone camera, essentially, for you. It also has an infrared blaster on it, so it can be used to control your TV. But why not just use a TV remote?
That's a good point.
It has, it has a big screen on it, and games did use it. So I'm not going to call that completely useless, but that screen did mean the controller literally has a battery life of like 3 hours.
That's the most amount you should be playing video games in a row.
Yeah, they were actually this was part of Nintendo's plan to like limit video game usage and make sure kids go outside.
It's a conspiracy.
It was a conspiracy, a very risky one considering they make less money that way, but I respect the commitment to the cause.
They were trying something. It didn't work.
Listen, you have to fail in order to proceed. You know what I mean?
I don't think that's true, but okay.
Notoriously, Nintendo does kind of feel that way. Not like literally feel that way, but something that happens with them is typically they will release a console that does extremely well financially, and then the next one does very poorly.
Okay. That's interesting.
It's like Nintendo 64 is like 100 million units. GameCube was like 20 million. We were back to 100 million. Wii U like 15 million. The Switch was like 150. Like it really is up down, just complete extremes.
They're just trying something.
They love going for it, and I can appreciate that a lot, especially when their competition is like their direct competition is like PlayStation and Xbox, where PlayStation puts a new number on it all the time, which is fine. I mean, I like PlayStations. Boring. Yeah, lame-o.
Lame. Basic.
I mean, if we're talking about naming your consoles, Xbox, dude, what are you on? You go from the Xbox, okay, to the Xbox 360.
Good.
Okay, and then you're to the Xbox One. Your third console's called the One?
Shouldn't it be like 720?
Tony Hawk. Yeah, we just start doing rotation amounts because they did 360. And I get the 360 branding. I get it's supposed to be like all encompassing. That's the brand. I get that. But Xbox One, come on. The third Xbox is Xbox One.
Have they moved on from Xbox One yet?
They have, but it gets weirder because in the middle of the Xbox One's life cycle, they did the Xbox One S and the Xbox One X. And then they said the next console is going to be the Xbox Series X and the Series S.
I'm confused.
And I am too. I truly am confused. And my mom works at a school and she sees kids talking about games all the time, and she's been confusing the names all the time, and I can't blame her. Like, from a marketing angle, I don't understand it.
No, there's no continuity between those besides one.
Also, phonetically, X and S sound so similar.
So similar.
You couldn't have done, like, you know, the Xbox Series X and the Xbox Series B or something,
Yeah.
just so they sound a little different.
Yeah, and if they went with the number line, they would have a good opportunity at number 10 with X, Roman numerals,
Ooh, that's good.
right?
Or they can call the next one the Xbox V,
Ooh.
and that's Roman numeral 5.
Yes.
So then they can get on the numbering train.
Then they can get, hello, Xbox, I'm calling you up.
I'm calling. You know what? You're making it big right now.
I have a pitch I would like to pitch.
And speaking of pitches, I'm gonna pitch you all on our next segment where we talk about the sounds of gaming.
Nah. Not this one either. I'm really not trying to traumatize anybody. This is a little goofy. Alright, now this is more my style. But there's no wrong way to enjoy the soundtrack of gaming.
Yade, thank you so much for that intro. They cannot be here tonight, but thank you for the intro, Yade. And we were talking before the show about like the startup sounds of older consoles and like the music that in the menus of stuff. And so I want to kick off the conversation by talking about the Wii.
Yes.
All
Yes.
the original music for the Wii, complete bangers.
Bangers. I still sing them in my head sometimes.
Oh, as you should.
Do, 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 do. Boop, bum, bum, bum. My favorite memory of the Wii music is sitting in a planetarium and they were playing Wii music before it started.
Really?
Yes.
That's so cool, dude. And then, what was it? The Wii Shop channel.
Ooh, yes.
It has that dun 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 at the beginning of
Dun,
it.
dun.
It's just got so much energy. Like, I'm ready to spend money. Let me do it. Like,
I'm ready to download those free shop channels.
I'm here to download the Weather Channel.
Yes.
You're really hyping me up for the Weather Channel download, and I appreciate that.
I mean, I had Netflix on the Wii way back when.
Oh my goodness, that is a flashback, dude.
Yeah, it stopped working.
Does it work or does it not?
No, it doesn't work anymore.
It doesn't work anymore. That
Anyway.
makes sense.
Back to music.
But the music of the Wii is just so iconic for us, I think, generally, just because we grew up on it. But I think it's just because it's so good.
It's so good.
Even Wii Sports, which like came with the console, has just such memorable music about it too. That dun 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 from the title theme.
Sure.
Okay, I'm alone on the Wii Sports hype. That's fine. I get it.
I don't know if your singing was accurate, but I
it could
don't
be
remember.
It could be really inaccurate, honestly.
It could be.
There's definitely the possibility that it's wildly inaccurate too.
Sorry to call you out like that.
No, but it is true. The other one that comes to my mind is like that PlayStation startup theme from the first one. It's ominous, for lack of a better word.
Riley played it for me right before the show, and it was dramatic. It was fun.
It's dramatic. It's got that little twinkling aspect to it of like the da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, it's just a really low note going the whole time. And that is such a strange way to open the console up. It's like, guys, I was just going to play Crash Bandicoot. Like, I don't need all this.
Crash Nitro Kart.
Oh my goodness. Crash Team Racing.
Ooh.
That game is awesome. That also has really good music in it, too.
Yeah.
But-
Another
Yeah.
console with good startup sound, GameCube.
Oh my goodness. I'm not going to sing it because I would butcher that. But it's so good. And it kind of, I think it has the inverse thing of the PlayStation one where it matches the vibe of so many games.
Yes.
Because the PlayStation one is kind of ominous and epic, but it's like, I'm playing Crash Team Racing. The GameCube one is nice and vibrant, and most of the games there are vibrant. It's just like, I'm ready.
Just like its controllers.
Just like and we brought it back around, folks. The the GameCube is just so well-rounded in terms of like what it can do as a console.
So fun.
It's so fun. playful is the word of the day for me, I guess, all about
Yes.
the GameCube.
For the
because
GameCube.
It feels so whimsical and childlike in that way.
With the tiny discs.
The tiny disc. I feel like a giant putting them in now. It's like, you need disc, go in.
Play game time.
And I know there's a lot of criticism about the GameCube because it's like, it looks like a lunchbox. But that's funny to me, so it gets a pass. If you're funny enough, it gets a pass.
Yeah. It fits the vibe.
It fits the vibe. Same with like, I mean, this is straying a little bit, but the PlayStation's design is actually like really iconic to me. It's like a, what's the word? Rectangular prism. But it's got like a circle motif in the middle for the disc tray to come up in, and it's got that nice chunky retro vibe to me. Whereas the PS2 and onward, they're just straight rectangular prisms. And so they are nice, but they do look kind of generic. Whereas the PlayStation 1, I look at that, and it's like, oh, it's got that cool circle thing in the middle of it. It looks nice.
Interesting.
Do you have a console you like the look of?
No.
They all look terrible.
They're all just boxes.
That's fair.
I don't know. I think Xbox did something with the like cool wavy front.
Oh, like they gave the 360 an hourglass figure.
Yeah. But they're all basic.
They're all basic. They're all little boxes.
They're all rectangles.
Black rectangles too, so the dust shows up on them a lot
Yeah.
when they're in your entertainment center.
Boring.
Boring.
But
But-
what I like is the sounds that they make, the controllers make.
Oh, the controller sounds are nice.
Yeah.
Controllers have speakers in them now. Can you believe it?
That's crazy. And microphones.
And microphones. Yeah, the PlayStation 5 controller literally has a microphone built into it, and it's annoying because when I plug it into my computer to play games with it, my computer will default output to the PlayStation microphone speaker instead of my actual headphones.
Which is probably pretty crappy.
Oh, it's hilariously bad.
Oh
It's
no.
awesome. Just as awesome as this song break that we're throwing it to you for. College students who binge drank alcohol at least 3 times per week were roughly 6 times more likely to perform poorly on a test or project because of drinking. Dream City Brewing Company, Wolf Sports Network, and Wolf Radio proudly remind you to drink responsibly. Students 21 and over should drink responsibly in an environment that discourages overindulging. Faculty won't take hangovers as an excuse. Guys, welcome back. And we just kind of get to talk about whatever at this point. We have so many ideas floating around in our heads. What do you want to start with, Britton?
I want to talk about my childhood gaming of the DVD and how we played Family Feud.
DVD menu games.
DVD games. Specifically, there was a DVD where it was Family Feud specific, and it came with cards that you could write your answer onto.
Oh, that's fun.
It was fun. And also, there's games built into DVD movies, too. So
What? I know there were some games built into DVDs for like movies and stuff. I didn't get to play a lot of them. I remember like a Shrek one.
the Shrek one. the Far, Far Away Idol.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yes.
Yes, yeah,
Yes.
that one. What was it like? I remember the theming, but I don't remember what it was at all.
It was American Idol. They animated Simon Cowell and had him voice lines in it.
That's awesome.
Obviously, he was himself.
Of course.
And it was just all the different characters singing, mostly badly. And they would just sing, and you gotta choose who won. You voted for people just like American Idol.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of iconic. And it was on Shrek 2.
Shrek 2.
With Human Shrek.
This is a Shrek 2 exclusive game right here, folks.
Exclusive. You had to be there.
Yeah. We're arguing over PlayStation, Xbox. No. Shrek 2 DVD.
Shrek 2 DVD.
Shrek 2 DVD has the best games. It's got the best exclusives. The conversation's wrapped. What do you think
I
about
think we could end here.
it? Yeah, the show's over. We were going to talk about other things. We're going to talk about like Seen It, but you know, Shrek 2
Seen It. I forgot about Seen It.
Seen It is such an interesting mix-up of, not mix-up, but like mashup of the DVD and board gaming that kind of works for me personally. I kind of like it.
I forget how it works. Could you remind me how it works?
So the game came with like a board, and it was a trivia game about movies, and it came with a DVD full of movie clips. And you would play the DVD, it would show a movie clip, you would pause, or I think it would give you time actually.
Mm-hmm.
But it would give you time, and then you had to answer the trivia question about what the movie was, or something, the cast of the movie, stuff like that. And it was basically just a trivial pursuit type of game where you're moving around a board by answering questions correctly. But all the questions had a visual aspect to them with the movie clips being put on there.
That makes sense.
And I remember like different versions of Seen It, like there was like a Twilight version I remember seeing all the time when I was younger.
I need that. I had the Disney version growing up,
Mm-hmm.
so I knew all of those things.
That is like so classic to me. Just the idea of playing Seen It. I remember, I think I had the Disney version and I had like a kids version as well. But I think what I loved the most was just playing it with my friends, and we would watch the clips and forget how to play the game.
Yes. You just get distracted by the clips and Seen It.
And joining us, folks, Yade, our host, has joined us and is blessing us in our Seen It conversation.
Or hear you. I feel like Seen It was peak DVD board game combination game.
It was such a weird genre.
Yeah.
That's fair.
2010s.
Yo, who remembers the Rat Rat?
What?
This was a game I had as a child. It was a VHS game. And this rat called Rat Rat. This was very nice. Rat Rat would show up and do things to the place, like make you lose a turn and stuff.
That
Oh, he was the god of that. He ran.
yeah. No rats.
So y'all don't like Mousetrap? Is what I'm hearing?
I never played Mousetrap.
That's fair. But if you people at home want to play Mousetrap or the Rat Rat, which I can't remember the name of the game, we're telling you how to get into games with our next segment. Hey Brittany, what do you know about games?
I have a Switch.
Oh,
If you're tired of people asking you this question all the time, then you're exactly where you need to be. Because today we're going to learn how to get into
so getting into gaming is kind of a difficult thing when it comes to consoles because, you know, it's hard for us to say, oh, here's how you get into a console, buy it. So I think we're just going to talk about like alternatives to consoles or maybe ways to test drive consoles if you're looking to buy one if you're in the market. So, you know, my mind goes to like arcades first and foremost.
Yes.
agreed. Yeah.
That's the best way to try out a bunch of different games at once.
Excellent.
It's so interesting now because arcades definitely used to be so intertwined with how consoles were advertised. You know, especially in the 90s, a lot of consoles advertised arcade quality graphics, quote unquote. But now arcades have kind of evolved into their own experiences a lot of the time based off like peripherals and stuff like that. And so I think an arcade is like a really fun time to just go and see what's out there. I've seen so many new arcade games that are interesting and fun and strange, all because they can be arcade games. But I do love arcades as a way to be like, you know, I don't want to be on a console right now, but I want a gaming experience, you know?
Yeah, that's fair.
It's a more social experience with like people, friends that you choose instead of like the social games where you're just paired up with strangers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like another example, which is a little more console heavy, is probably like, this is like low-key a college circuit crossover, but our game room where you can try out not only like different consoles like the Switch, the PlayStation, the PC, because that does count as a console, everyone. But you can just like play games, you can play pool, you can play all sorts of just games that you would play with your pals, with your friends. I think they even have like a ping pong table in there if I'm not mistaken.
That I've heard that, and maybe a pool table.
Pool table? Yeah, they definitely have a pool table. Ping pong is where I'm like,
Yes, they have a ping pong table.
excellent. Excellent.
Yes, they also have VR,
Whoa, they have VR
out
now?
there?
don't they?
They might.
I didn't know.
Yeah, at the like third floor of the UCC.
Yeah, I think you're right actually. I think I did see signage for that at some point.
That's new. That's weird.
Yeah, that's definitely new. I mean, this is an excuse for all of us, including those out there listening, to go check out the gaming room.
We should do that.
We should.
Yeah, because I've never actually done VR. And so if they do have VR there, that'd be so cool to actually try out.
VR.
VR.
It's very jarring. But
It
if you want to try, that's one of those things that if you want to try it, you really have to like just get in there and do it.
Yeah.
You really have to just try it, because otherwise you're not going to have an experience like VR. You're just going to experience it.
It's that thing of like the other thing is that so much VR stuff is so expensive that I think it'd be in bad taste to not try it first at some kind of place, whether that's like a VR arcade or whatever you want to call it, because like the cheapest VR thing is like $400.
Dang.
Holy macaroni.
That's too much.
That's
like
too
a-
much muns.
That's a traditional console right there.
Didn't they used to do those like cardboard things you could put your phone into and then
Oh,
make VR with
yeah.
your
We
phone?
used to do that in my history class. We do like an around the world thing, and it would be like, well, every time you turn your head, the motion controls and whatever it is that we were using, because it was our phones. I don't understand how it worked to this very day, but you would like move around and it would move with you, and it was just like your phone in a cardboard box.
It's kind of magical,
It's kind of magical. VR's gone a long way since then, as a console especially.
but also motion sickness.
Grody, me no like motion.
If you're motion sick, I'm so sorry for you. VR is not where you want to be. This entire segment has been like, go to VR, go to arcade, and you cannot do half of it.
Yeah, and I mean, at the end of the day, like most gaming, like every time we say something about getting into gaming on this show, it's always going to be take that first step if it requires a social thing, or if you're really not, if you're really curious but don't know how to do it, contact your local community of people if you have one.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're definitely just providing like the stepping stone into something larger, because obviously our advice is to you, especially on consoles, is going to be to go buy one, especially considering everything economically and also just the prices of these things anyway.
True. If you can find a place to rent a console, that would also be cool.
That'd be great.
I don't know if
That'd
they
be
still
cool.
have any places like that anymore, but
Your library.
We should bring
Wow.
Blockbuster back.
yo, if we bring Blockbuster back, then that means I get to finish my copy specifically of Avatar: The Last Airbender, The Burning Earth, that my mom didn't let me finish.
This
What
is a
you
huge moment for your inner
It's a
child.
huge moment for my inner child. Cannot even lie to you.
Before we go, folks, I got a little message for you. Wolf Radio and Wolf Sports Network are proud to boost literacy rates with our pre-K book drive. Our ongoing book drive will provide a new or gently used book to every child at UWG's pre-K every month. Give today by visiting thewolfuwg.com/book drive. Together, Wolf Radio and Wolf Sports Network will make a brighter future. Please visit thewolfuwg.com/book drive. We'll see y'all in a little bit. Binge drinking is consuming 5 drinks or more on one occasion for males and 4 drinks or more for females. However, some college students drink at least twice that amount. That is why Dream City Brewing Company has joined Wolf Sports Network and Wolf Radio's Drink Responsibly campaign to remind all of our wolves to stay safe when driving or when drinking. Never drink under the age of 21 and always have a designated driver. Oh, and throw in some good food while you're at it, especially if you're on the square, because the square has some really good eats over there.
Ooh, I love the eats. I love the eats on the square. I think drinking responsibly is super important. And I think also if you happen to have super mystical powers that kind of obstruct your voice when you get super excited and enter a space, you should really make sure you watch out for that, because I did that, and that's my apologies. I forgot to switch off my like ghost mode. Hey guys, at like the tail end, even though I was here like I was here for the midpoint of the show. But hi guys, it's Yade. If you didn't know already, Riley and Britton have been like killing it. I've been listening to the stream. You guys are so good. You guys are like my favorite conversationalists in the world.
Oh my gosh, stop.
Sorry, you guys make the gaming wolf the gaming wolf. What can I say?
Well, and you make it the gaming wolf as well, so we're glad to have you
Whoa.
back.
Whoa.
And to round out our show here, Britton, tell us about some DDR.
DDR.
DDR. DDR.
Who doesn't like stomping on mats?
I like stomping generally, as it releases all of the hidden inner rage inside of my person.
Yeah.
So,
An excuse to stomp on things? Who doesn't want that? And then someone saying you're perfect?
That's true.
excellent.
I love hearing a perfect in a video game or something.
Wait, I would
Yeah.
like, I don't know if this exists already, but like, give me PPR. Punch Punch Revolution.
Yes.
Oh, there's got to be boxing.
There has to be.
I mean, there was boxing on Wii Sport.
Yeah, but I want to do it to like the rhythm.
There is a game like that.
was to the rhythm.
There is one like that. It's on Switch, I think. It's like fitness boxing or something.
Isn't there that like lightsaber game in VR?
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
Beat Saber.
Yeah,
Yeah, but that's not punching. I don't feel anything.
that's true.
The swords?
I could just play music and you can just punch things.
Yeah, and you know what? We will post that on the Wolf UWG. That's gonna be the Gaming Wolves like Spring 26 send off. Is just us doing crazy, insane things for your entertainment.
Oh, God.
Isn't that what we all want to see, folks?
DM your suggestions.
At the Wolf UWG on Instagram. Heck yes.
We're not going to be doing any of it. We're not going to do it, guys. Don't go to our Instagram, go to the Wolf UWG, but we're not going to do anything you say. Just to clarify, folks.
Speak for yourself.
Speak for yourself times two. You can't control us.
Okay, so Yade and Britt will do whatever you guys say.
What if they're really good suggestions?
You know, I'll hop in
Yeah.
if they're good.
There's good suggestions. Yeah, we get so many interesting people that peruse everything that we all do as people, and I'm sure one of those people has a very interesting gaming suggestion. I'm very sure, like 99% convinced.
There's got to be someone out there with a good idea.
Mom, I'm looking at you.
Please have a Dance Dance Revolution related idea, by the way. That would be splendid, considering we just talked about DDR, because I would love an excuse to play DDR.
That's
I love
true.
DDR.
I'm a little out of commission for that right now, though.
That's
true.
fair.
Someone will have to be my left leg.
What do we call? I don't know if you guys have like discussed this, but what do you call the? Is DDR just DDR? There's not like a console, or is there like a stepping thing?
I would call it a console in the sense that it was an arcade game.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, or
Arcade game.
if you had the Wii version with the plug-in mats.
Oh, there were so many versions with plug-in mats.
Xbox Connect for
Ooh.
stuff. Never doing that again.
What?
I'm sorry, Xbox Connect. I couldn't even surf. Couldn't even surf right.
I know it doesn't work that well, but it's kind of fun. I kind of like how gimmicky it is, honestly.
Yeah. Maybe for like Just Dance.
Oh, it was when I was a child. Just Dance. Yeah.
Just Dance.
Just Dance.
Not as good as DDR, though.
True.
That's
Very
fair.
true.
No, I
Not
can
for
agree with that.
stomping.
And I always I'm like really good at my lefts and my rights, except for when it comes to dancing, and it didn't help with the quality of ye old Xbox Connect.
Do you struggle with like the cha-cha slide?
I actually, okay, it's not the actual dance moves that get me. I get really confused with like the lefts and the rights.
Right.
Because I'm like, is your left my right, or is my right your left, or is my left your left?
Oh, like mirroring the
Yeah.
dancer.
But
Not
when
good at
it's
mirroring.
right foot, let's stomp. Do Do you know?
When they shout the moves directly at me, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good
Okay.
with like external stimuli.
That's fair. That's fair.
Plus, everyone else is doing it.
Yeah. I'll just match whoever's in front of me. Isn't that the whole point of line dancing anyway?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Sure.
like
Well, thank you all so much for listening. We are going to have to pack it up here. It's been
No.
such an incredible time with my co-host Britton and Yade.
hey.
Thank you guys so much for tuning into the Gaming Wolf. We'll be back with you next week to talk about board games. And until then, just keep it chill, okay, guys?
Don't forget to save.
True. Don't forget to save.